Howdy doodly do and hooty hoo, everyone. So we're here with Charisse, the Bison General, in Sanctuary Hills, where she made a discovery recently as she was looting the buildings. And it actually answers one of the questions that she has had. So why don't we check out what that question is and what the answer also is. That makes a lot of sense. So she came upon this house, and as you can see, there is, there's a lot of stuff all piled up around here. And she was like, damn, this is a hell of a barricade. What's going on? Oh, there's something back there. Well, let's check it out. And, I mean, a lot of this is still open, but this area here is still empty. Or, I mean, barricaded, but open. I mean, yeah, there's four bodies here. Food and supplies. And then there's this. Check it out. It's one of the vault guards. Vault security. And you can tell it's vault security because it's wearing a Pip-Boy. And he's even looking down at his Pip-Boy. So, what can we get from this? Well, there's this gun with an empty clip, another empty clip. Apparently that was a box of ammo, but there's nothing in it now. Nuka Dark. Now over here, you know, he's got a pillow, and apparently he was sleeping on this rug, which, you know, I mean, it's a hard ground, but you can take it. It insulates you from the concrete, and then you can just drape the other side over you, and you've got yourself a blanket. But, yeah, he apparently found some food here, and he's eaten some of it. Got a couple empty cans of cram, a couple empty cans of pork and beans. He's got another can of cram available, and a few more pork and beans, and deviled eggs. And, oh yeah, and he found a fission battery and hooked it up to this lantern, which after 200 years is still putting off some light, which is a hell of a fission battery. It's not very bright now, but come on, 200 years and still powering a lamp? That's impressive. So apparently he was, had a couple of smokes before, well, what happened happened. He's got his lighter, found a few cherry bombs. He had a Big Boss, and even had a pack of the Vault-Tec sponsored Commies cigarettes. And he even found a case of pork and beans, judging by this box here, as well as some Nuka-Cola. Oh yeah, and some. Oh come on. There we go. Oh shush. Anyway, that's some McNally's Irish cream. So somebody was living a fancy life here in Sanctuary. But yeah. Well, Charisse is actually lucky because he did leave a holotape explaining what had happened to him. So apparently she played it, she put it back, you know, kind of like a grave. She's not sure if she wants to clear the place out or not, but she listened to it and then put it back, and she's going to try and decide later what she wants to do with this place. But what she discovered, listening to his holotape, is that he came down from the vault. He was not, well, he was one of the people who was shooting some of the people who were trying to keep them from leaving. He didn't relish it, but he was really happy that he was able to get a lot of good shots off. So, kind of a dick. But anyway, He said that he left the vault and this place was just dead. Horrible place. So he decided to come down here and start kind of looting some of the buildings. And he eventually chose this building as his main outpost. He said outpost. And the reason he chose it was because it was the only one still standing that was at the end of a cul-de-sac. And his reasoning was that people would come across the bridge over there and probably make some noise, traipsing and tromping around, and they would start looting these buildings, not thinking they were alone, so not trying to be too quiet. And so he could hear and he would be able to tell approximately their location, where they would be and stuff like that. So he could get prepared. He could, start crouching behind his barricade that he had already made when he moved into this location. And he could get his gun ready and have plenty of clips of ammo ready to take on anybody who would be coming. Now, there weren't any raiders back then. This is 200 years ago. 210 to be precise. So they weren't raiders. They were just scavengers at the time. And something else that he didn't know. But he would be listening for scavengers. Now, apparently, this is from somebody about 200 years later, because, there's fuel in the lamp. So, but they haven't come back. Well, Charisse hasn't seen anybody come back to this place, so maybe they went off looting and a fucking bloatfly shot them with a maggot and they died. But this is apparently set up from somebody 200 years later. So it's not this Vault Tech security guy's thing. Ronald is apparently his name. At least that's what he said on his tape. So what he didn't expect was he was looting one day, and he was looting over in that direction. Over at that house, he eventually found some supplies that he was stocking up a lot of the supplies in the bunker over there. He was using that as kind of a backup base to this one. So if there were any rat storms happening or just too many scavengers and such coming around that he could handle, he would go over there to that bunker. But overall, he would hang out here because he wanted sunlight. He wanted, he'd been in a vault for too long. He did not want to stay in a bunker all the time. So he would be hanging out over here. Well, one day, turns out his last day, he came out of the bunker and heard some weird noises. Hissing, growling, just weird fucking noises. And he went to investigate and got the shock of his life, where he saw what he thought were people. They were wearing clothes, and they were kind of worn and tattered, but, not, it had only been 6 months about since the end of the world. So they were ragged, but not, they were recognizable clothes is what he was trying to say. And he got kind of close, and one of them turned around and went, and he went, fuck! And whipped out his pistol and fired at it, and was able to take out one of these things. Well, he eventually went, one of these zombies. And that shooting alerted more zombies. And he ran like hell all the way across, back in here and around, back to this area. And while he was here, the zombies came and started just... Now, thankfully, they were mindless, so they didn't have a lot of tactics. And they really weren't able to figure out that they could go this way. And hi, Mama Murphy. So they were just trying to scramble over this shit to get to him. And he went through a lot of ammunition. But, yeah, he killed her. He killed an ex-military zombie. Killed some other guy zombie. But one of them was actually able to get over the barricade, and he was able to get a couple of shots off on him, but this guy apparently hit him really hard. Apparently took a bite out of him too. He was able to, Ronald here, was able to, this guy grappled onto him, bit him, took a couple of chunks out of him, and Ronald was able to push him off, grab his gun, shoot at him, and he fell, and he was able to put a final bullet into him. But yeah, he bit Ronald really hard, and Ronald was kind of starting to bleed out. So he backed himself into a corner here, and basically with the last of his ammunition, he took out these others. He didn't kill them first. They were kind of wandering in, and apparently it was a gunfight. Shot them, sat down, made his final statement on his holotape, placed it here, and I guess that's when he popped his nuke dart to kind of relax himself a bit, allow himself to ease himself, and then just kind of started looking at his Pip-Boy as it was, well, saying how much health he had left till he died. So yeah, one of the mutineers, rebels from Vault 111 made it down here. Had a pretty good stock of ammo, but ended up using it and it wasn't enough. And yeah. So yeah. Oh God, lady, what do you want? So we're gonna go over here. And I hope you enjoyed this rambling story. And this little build, you know, as you can tell, I didn't build a lot of it, but I did adjust some things back in here. I had to adjust some of the chairs because these pricks kept sitting in the chairs, which was fucking with the skeletons, which if I click on the skeletons to say no physics, they all go into a T-pose. So, pretty fucked up. So I have to let physics exist on them, which basically means anybody walking by them starts shifting the bodies and knocking them all over the place, and it ruins ruins the artwork. So yeah, I adjusted some things there. But yeah, I brought in this stuff for the decoration, and USO has a sitting Vault Tech security guy. Honestly, this skeleton is missing the lower half of his left arm. So there's no Pip-Boy, there's no left arm. That I had to hand place. Both. I got the Pip-Boy from CVC, and I got the left arm from oh crap. Whoa, man, what is it? I can't open my build menu because I've got the thing turned off right now. OCDecorator! OCDecorator. OCDecorator has a left arm if you find it in the world. If you find it in the world, then you can have it. So I had to go to the laundromat in Lexington, where there is an entire skeleton in a dryer in Lexington. So I was able to get the left arm from that, and I got the left hand, which is also separate, so I had to place the hand separately to the arm separately and the Pip-Boy separately and adjust everything so it all fit, and he automatically is looking down. So it just seemed to make sense that he would be looking at his Pip-Boy as he died. And the clips, sorry, the magazines, there's a difference. These are magazines, they're not clips. These are magazines. Sorry. The magazines are from one of my mods that's always listed in, oh God, which one is it? No. It's at the Mojave, damn it, I don't remember which mod it is, but it's one of the mods that I have down there. It's one of the mods where you can discover things, and you can find empty magazines, broken holotapes. You can find empty cans of cram, empty cans of pork and beans, and technically empty boxes of mac and cheese. But the empty mac and cheese boxes look exactly the same as the ones that are full. So, and you can get empty Yum Yum deviled egg boxes, but they look just like this. So, you know, they're not open cans or open boxes like these cans are. So, you know, but these come with that mod, as do these boxes. God, I really wish I knew. Well, the mod, not that it helps, but the mod is in the description. It's one of like the Mojave Express mod, or the Commonwealth Interiors mod, or one of those mods. And that mod also gives you the McNally's Irish cream bottles, both pre-war, so you can drink them, and it gives you cryo defense. Like there's a lot of things in the world that hit you with cold stuff, or you get empty bottles to decorate with. And then, of course, the fission battery and the cigarettes and the cherry bombs all come from Shadows and Rainbows. And this dirty 200-year-old pillow comes from the Kuro Tab. And the Nuka Dark actually comes from OCDecorator as well. But yeah, I've always wondered what the hell happened to the mutineers of Vault 111. You know, where did they go? Did they all survive? You know, did they create Covenant? Which I don't think so. I think that they just found Vault Tech armor and Vault Tech gear, because when you go downtown, you can find the Vault Tech building. So, you know, and then they changed the color of it, so it doesn't really look Vault Tech-y. You know, they changed it, make it look orange and stuff like that. So I don't think Covenant is the descendants of the Vault 111 mutineers. I don't think so. But I've just always been wondering, what the hell happened to them? They can't all have just gone to the 7 corners of the earth, 4 corners of the earth, and scattered to the 7 winds. A lot of different numbers. So I thought, you know, there's already this barricade, and the game does come with a dead body over there. So I thought, well, you know, why not change it so the dead body is a Vault Tech guy, Vault Tech security. One of them stayed around here. And then if anybody of you have seen my Red Rocket sign build, thank you. Gosh, you finally left. Then, you know, you'll have seen the Red Rocket billboard build over here.
I like to show a little skin, but you've always got to leave a little to the imagination.
Oh, Genevieve, you were gonna like working here. Show a little skin, but leave some imagination. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Yeah, right over there. She found some other Vault 111 survivors, and you can see that build in my list. I'm kind of rambling and forgetting things, so I should probably just sign off. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my little story, rambling as it did. I edit myself as best I can, but still. So I hope you enjoyed the story and the build. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna go and just delete everything, clean the place up, and turn this into something else. I probably am. Gonna turn this into something in the rebuilding. The rebuilding. I'm heaving a sigh just because, well, if any of you who saw the last episode 50 of Earth 1121 build, you'll know why I'm heaving a sigh. I just feel bad about everything I lost. So that's all. I'm looking forward to building again, and I'm going to make it better and different, but similar. So yeah, I just thought that I would share this build with you guys, and I hope you like it. Rambling done. Rambling road. Okay, rambling done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And if you did, if you surprisingly enjoyed yourself and you want to see more of this, of my stories and builds and stuff like that, please hit the subscribe and click the bell, because YouTube is really good at not letting you know. Sometimes even with the bell, they don't tell you, they don't notify you of everything, but there's a better chance with the bell. And leave a like and a comment. I love reading the comments, and I respond to all of them. So yeah, be excellent to each other and to yourself, and party on. Enjoy life. Words that I am working on living by. Thank you again for joining me. Have a great one. Bye.